Hello everyone, welcome to this Butts and Guts workout. Today it's going to be quick and effective booty and core workout for you. For equipment today, you can do this all actually with just body weight, so you actually don't need any equipment at all. But the recommended equipment would be a Pilates ball if you have one, that's just for support for your lower back at the end, a slider for a reverse lunge, a set of medium to heavy dumbbells just to make those moves a little harder. And then I'm gonna be using a bench today for a bridge position, but you guys can use a couch, a table, you can get creative with it, edge of your bed, or just down on the ground in a basic mat. Also, if you do have one of those bigger yoga balls too, those work as well. So let's go ahead and get a quick warm up in and then we're gonna get going. Since this is a strength workout, we are going to be doing a functional warm up. So less cardio, a little bit more stretching and mobility. So we're gonna start with our legs nice and wide. You guys know the drill here. We're gonna go into some inchworms or walk out. So walking all the way out to a high plank position, setting down the hips, open up the chest, look side to side. Then tuck those toes under, press the hips back into a downward dog, and then walk those hands all the way back. You can add in a reach over the top of the head, or just go ahead and do that again. So we're gonna do that a couple times through at your own pace. If you wanna make this a little harder, you can take it all the way down into a half push-up, and then upward dog, tuck the toes under, downward dog, and walk all the way back. So our moves today, 30 seconds. With a 10-second rest. We're gonna do 4 exercises for our core. Then we are gonna actually switch it over and do legs. So we'll start with legs actually and then switch over to core. But the biggest thing is really try to burn out those legs in the beginning, because without that, you guys aren't gonna feel that booty work. So you gotta make sure you're getting all the way through that. Good, go ahead and rest. We're gonna come on up into a standing position, going down into a lateral lunge side to side. Good, so maybe adding in reaches side to side, keeping the chest up nice and tall. I am so excited to give you guys this workout. I did incorporate some new moves today, so you will see some stuff that you might not have ever tried before, but it's good to try things that are new. Good, last one, we're gonna hold it down and then just pop up that toe towards the ceiling. Make sure you're feeling a good stretch through the inner thigh and switch it other side. Good, sitting back into that heel, toe up towards the ceiling. And then straighten out both legs, maybe interlacing the fingers behind your back. And then open up here. Beautiful. All right, from this position, we're gonna come into a squat. It's like a good morning squat. So you can either pretend like you have a bar on your back, or if you guys actually have a bar at home, you can place it right up over the top of the shoulders. And then from here, just drop it down. So we're gonna press those hips back, hinge from the hips, and then stand it back up. And let's do that again. Press the hips back and stand it back up. This time on the way down, we're gonna squat down into a squat and then stand it back up. Let's do that again. So good morning here. Sink back into the hips and then stand. Let's go 2 more of these. Good. Sink down and stand it. Last one. Press back, sit down, and stand up. Beautiful. All right, shake out those arms. We're gonna be going right into this. So getting onto our bench, our yoga ball, or down onto the ground. We're gonna be going into a knee lift here, and if you actually have a mini band, you can place it around your knees, or just body weight, which is what I'm gonna do today. So we're gonna take it up, and see how I kind of just like got down onto my bench, and then I can set myself down a little lower so that my shoulder blades are up on top. So from this position here, bridge position, we're going to drop our hips down just slightly and lift the leg. From here, we're going to lift and then drop down, lift and drop. So our hips are dropping, knee is lifting. Our modification here would be down onto the ground, just like usual, starting slightly elevated. We're gonna lift and then drive the knees, set the hips down, lift, okay? Once again, band around the knees to make this a little harder. You guys ready? Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we're lifting and squeezing. And we're just alternating here with the leg, lifting it up nice and high. And you wanna squeeze through your glute. So like, I want you to literally feel your butt right now. So put your hand onto your butt and like you wanna feel that squeeze where it tightens. At the same time, we're also using our core, driving and lifting that knee up to the top. And this is gonna feel extremely hard if you do have that band around your knees. It feels good though. You gotta admit, when you feel the burn, feels good. 3, 2, 1, keep those feet, bring them together now. Feet together, we're gonna go little bridge pulses. So lifting up and down, squeezing that booty, squeezing the inner thighs together, knees are driving towards each other. So you really wanna actively pull everything together here, lifting up and down. Feel that burn in the inner thighs. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, setting yourself down to the ground. Maybe taking a quick stretch here into a butterfly stance, and then we're gonna stand right on up. So move number 2 is weighted. Once again, modifying, no weights at all. So we're going into an RDL, my fave. You're gonna pull those shoulders back, hinge from the hips, stick your booty back, let those legs just slightly bend, hands drop down, just past the knees. Then you're gonna rack your weights up to the top and go into a squat. You ready? 3, 2, 1. So listen to my cues as we go. Pushing those hips back, slight bend in the knees, rack your weights, squat down, and do it again. So it's a compound move. We're going into that RDL and then a basic front squat. When you do this, I want you to really keep the weight in the heels, sitting back like there's a chair behind you. Sometimes it even helps to actually put a chair behind you. Good. Press the hips back, shoulders back, and pull. Let's go, keep it going. So hips are gonna hinge back, and when you get that weight up there, you sink right down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew, good job. All right, go ahead and set those weights down. We're gonna be going into a rainbow leg lift. So getting right into it, you guys can hold on to a railing or no railing at all. And we're just gonna lift up and then tap back and up and down. Let's go. So this one seems easy, gets difficult. It's not about how high you lift. So I don't even want you to try to like really overextend to the point where you're lifting and you have to lean over. You wanna stand up tall, and we're just feeling that burn as we lift that leg up and down. You're gonna feel the glute work here, hips, even a little bit of ankle stability with that opposite leg. And then we're gonna go into pulses in 3, 2, 1. Little lift and lower. I'm on a slightly behind angle, so I'm on a slight angle backwards. Core is engaged, stand up nice and tall. Woo, feel that burn, you got this, 10 seconds. Core is engaged, keep it in. Pulse it in 3, 2, 1, rest, good job. Shimmy it out, we have the other side to do. Now, of course, adding a band would make this harder. Let's go ahead and begin in 3, 2, 1, begin. So we're kicking that leg up and around. It really helps me, and I know Erin does this too, when you use your core in a move like this, it helps to actually rest your hand on your belly and make sure you're engaging the whole time. A lot of times our body wants to just start to turn off, especially when it gets hard, and we start to overcompensate with muscle groups like our lower back, some wrong areas here. So we want to make sure we're feeling this in the glutes, in the inner thighs and outer thighs. Keep it up. And let's go into that pulse. Lift and lower. Good, we're on the slight angle backwards, lengthening that leg as long as possible. So I really want you to point the toe and lift through it. Woo, almost there, keep it up. You got this in 4, 3, 2, 1. Why does that second side always feel harder? Woo, go ahead and drive those knees up a couple times, shake it out. Our last move is a slider reverse lunge. So with this one, if you don't have a slider, you don't need it, okay? We're gonna get nice and low. We're gonna tap down You're gonna come in halfway, so you're really low chair squat position. And then we're gonna go across the body into a curtsy lunge. So it's just slightly across the midline of the body versus straight back. So the first one's straight, second one's curtsy in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you're gonna tap back, come center, then come across the body. So tap back, center, then across. So when we do this, we are not like, don't worry about getting too low with our back knee. We don't wanna be bent here. I'd rather you be a little bit straighter. If we're stepping back with no slider, we're just stepping in, then stepping curtsy. Oh my gosh, that front leg should be fired up. 3, 2, 1. Switching it right into it. Other side, gotta be quick. Go ahead and begin. So bring it in center, and then curtsy. And when we do this, you can reach for that ground. Another modification here would be to just keep it a little higher. And you can also hold on to something like a bar, a railing, a countertop, something like that. Even onto your wall, you can press up against it. And you wanna make this leg burn just as much as that other side. So keep fighting through, you can do this. Woo, 5 seconds. Yes, come on. And rest. Woohoo! All right, grab a quick drink if you need it. And then we're gonna go back into round 2. I'm gonna grab a band. So your open invitation here, you can grab a band. And then we are gonna go right back into it. So starting with our bridge. And place that band up on top. If you have one, I just put it right above my knees. Get yourself down on the ground. You can be in a basic bridge here. Starting at the top. In 3, 2, 1. We're gonna lift and drive. Holy band. Yeah, that is way harder. So you really have to make sure you're engaging your core and then actively pressing your opposite leg, the one that's on the ground, press as hard as you can into the ground and try to separate that band as much as you can. Even if you don't have a band, imagine it. Pretend like you are separating it. Try to really lift the hips up. You got this, come on. Lift and squeeze. Remember what I said? You can literally grab your butt if you need to. Up and squeeze, come on, you got this. 3, 2, bring the feet together, knees together, going into pulses. The pulses are always what gets you. Squeeze as tight as you can. You have to put the work in here. You can't just lift your hips up and down and expect results. Squeeze the inner thighs as close as you can together. Think about the muscle groups working. Pair it with your mind and your body. Lift and lower. Come on, you got this. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up and squeeze everything as tight as possible. Hold it up there. Hold it up there. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy cow. All right, take off that band if you have it. And we're gonna go right into our squat to deadlift, Romanian deadlift. All right, roll those shoulders up, down, and back. Let's practice again. The best thing is posture here. Keep the shoulder blades squeezed together. Weights come slightly down past the knees. Swing the weights up, go into that squat. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down, up and squeeze. Now I have only medium dumbbells here. You can go pretty heavy with this one if you've been working out for a while and you feel like your form is pretty good. Don't be afraid to really challenge yourself on this move, especially in that squat. Keeping the elbows nice and high. Your vision should be slightly in front of you as you go down into that RDL, but not too far. So you don't want to strain your neck here. Woo, you got this. We have 5 seconds. Push the booty back. Last one. And rest. Woo. Alrighty, setting those weights down. Starting with the opposite leg this time, going into that rainbow leg lift. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Step up. I'm gonna actually stand up higher out of the standing leg. And then when I do this, I want to lift the leg up into an arc as much as possible. So trying to keep it not just a straight lift, but keeping it a smooth arch here. Core engaged, stand up tall. Going into those pulses, and let's go. Try to keep the leg off the ground this time. Focus. Belly button drawn into the spine, stand up tall. Lift that leg, lengthen it as much as you can. 3, 2, 1, right into it, other side. Going into it. Now I know you just worked this side because it was the standing leg, but you gotta battle through. You did it once, you can do it again, and luckily, this is the last time that you'll do this move. So just try to power through. Physically watch your leg, don't watch me, watch your leg. Is it forming a half circle or like a half oval? We're gonna go into pulses in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Woo, stand up tall. Lift that leg a little higher. Come on, baby, you got this. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Going into that slider, reverse lunge to curtsy lunge. You can add weight to this if you want to. Are you ready? I know this one's gonna get tough. All right, everyone, sink down. One slider back or you're stepping back. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. You're gonna step back, then go into that curtsy. Now, if you wanna make this more of a cardio move, go faster. Some of you guys are really advanced here. You might be able to go really quick and still keep that form. If you're a beginner, starting nice and slow, you might be up here today, all right? No shame in the game. Meet your body where it's at, but just continuously keep challenging yourself to do 1% better. You've got this, come on, get low. This one's the hard one, isn't it? Woo, can we get a little lower? 5, 3, 2, 1. Don't stop at 3. You gotta wait till the full 0. I saw you. All right, other side in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So something else that you can watch out for here, making sure that front knee is not buckling. Don't let that happen, okay? Knee is straight, and you are pushing. Whew. Go ahead and make sure you're breathing, take deep breaths. Really press through the heel of your front foot, and then push down into that slider as you come up, activating that standing leg hamstring. You can do this, come on. 7 seconds. Feel that burn. You're not giving up on 3. I'm not even counting you down. We're just gonna finish at 0. And rest. Good job. All right, shake it out. Grab a quick drink if you need it. And then we are gonna be going on to core. You made it. All right, so take that mat out. We're gonna place it down onto the ground. All right, so starting off, you guys can use a ball here, and we're gonna be going into a boat pose with an overhead press. So leaning back onto our ball, you're gonna lean back here. Arms are up to a 90-degree angle. And when you do this, keep the elbows high. Lean back on that ball. If you don't have a ball, you're just sitting boat pose. From here, widen the arms out to a goalpost position. Press up, bring it back down, curl in, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you're gonna drop back, press, drop down, and then sit up a little bit. Press back, lift, drive it in, and sit up. Out, press, sit up. So it's just a slight sit up, you guys. It's nothing too crazy. Just a few inches can make a huge difference with where you feel this. So if you start to feel it in your lower back, you may have gone too far. You wanna find that point where you shake, but you also feel like it's in the right place. Really pull the belly button in towards the spine. Flatten your stomach as much as you can. Whew, so you're engaging all the way through. In 3, 2, hold those arms all the way up. We're gonna drop and lift. Little pulses here. Slight lean back, arms out in front. If this gets too hard, hands down. You can do this. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that ball out. Nice job. So next move, we are going to do a hollow hold. This one's a new one here. So laying down onto your back, all fours, you're gonna start with your arms all the way extended back. From here, elevate the head, neck, and shoulders, and we're gonna push the leg out, out, then in, and then we do the other side, out, in. It's freaking hard. Modification, hands under your butt, but don't do it until you absolutely need to. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you're gonna go out, in, out, in. It sucks. It's only 30 seconds. If you need to take a break, hug the knees back in, then you get going again. Out, in. Crunch the core as much as you can. If the legs extended is too much, tap down right here, then bring it back up. You've got this, come on, keep those legs out. Woo, 10 seconds. The core part is always so hard. 3, 2, 1. Flipping it over into a mountain climber. You guys all know this one. So high plank position. You're gonna tuck those toes under. We're gonna pop up into a plank. You guys are gonna drive knee to outside elbow, and then knee across the body, and then knee to outside, knee across. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So it's knee to outside, then twist, knee to outside, and twist. So this one isn't like a running mountain climber. It is a slow and steady wins the race mountain climber. So when you're doing this, make sure to keep your body weight forward. If you need a break, downward dog is always there for you. But you do not give up. These moments where it gets really tough, that is when it counts the most. So really try to fight through here. You've got it, 5 seconds, come on, keep going. Hold that plank, when in doubt, plank it out. And rest. Whew. All right, catch your breath. Going back into it. So grab that ball, flipping back around. We'll finish with our side plank at the end. I'll save that one. So lean back onto the ball. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you're gonna pull out, up, down, and in. Push back on that ball, then pull forward. And you can kind of do whatever feels natural to you. I added in a little pulse at the bottom. You can just stay steady and hold right here, or you can keep it up here. All right, kind of do what feels right for you. I like to pulse, drop down and squeeze. Yes, core is feeling that burn. Hopefully you are too. Make it count here. Press it up, come on, keep those elbows wide. Repetition is key with core. 3, 2, and 1. Take that ball out. You are so strong. Keep it up. Come on. We're gonna lay down onto your back. We're going into that hollow hold. Legs up, arms out. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Out, in, out, in. Oh my gosh. This one is not easy to talk through. Woo. Keeping the lower back flat. Modification right here. Dropping one down, down, up, up. Push yourself. Think about those results right now. Come on. As we speak, those are forming. Last one, and pull in. Oh, last time here. Mountain climber, outside, cross the body. Then you switch. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Outside and cross. Outside, cross. The goal is to keep the body weight forward, shoulders over the tops of the fingertips. This gets challenging, yes, but that is why you press play. Downward dog if you need a quick break, and then you do not give up. Fight till the end here, come on. Woo. Almost there, you got this. Do not give up, get back up on that plank. 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Sitting back onto those heels. You did it, you made it. quick in and out workout. Good, we're gonna come back up onto our hands and knees, and then we're gonna go into a pigeon pose here. So you're just gonna set your knee so it's in front of your body. The foot goes outward just a little bit, and then we're gonna sink back into a pigeon. Now, if this pose is too much for you, and you can lay onto the ground, and you're gonna go into a figure 4 stretch. I like pigeons, so I'll stay there. Good, so especially in a heavy strength like that, you really have to take the time to stretch. So just give me 3 more minutes of your time, focusing on deep breaths, and then just feeling proud of yourself for always showing up here and for just giving it your all. I don't care if it was like the world's worst workout that you ever had or it was the best one. Still, feeling proud of yourself for moving your body is so important. We're gonna lift it up and then just switch over opposite side. I always like to just encourage or remind yourself of always ask yourself, if you are talking negatively to yourself at the end of a workout, like, oh, I should have done better, I should have pushed harder, would you ever say that to your friend? Would you ever yell at your friend? Maybe you would, but usually you'd be like, that was awesome, great job. You'd be encouraging, right? So why are we not more encouraging to ourselves? So just take this time, feel proud of yourself, and no matter what version of you that showed up today, because it's more than if you would have just sat on the couch. One more deep breath in, maybe sinking down a little lower into that stretch, starting to feel that body relax. Maybe you're shaking a little bit or sweating. That's good. We're gonna roll it back up and then come into a comfortable seated position with the knees wide, feet together. Allow yourself to pull your shoulders up, down, and back, and then release forward, stretching out through the hips here. It might even feel good to rock side to side. And I encourage you not to get impatient during your stretches because they are just as important as the workout. If you do not stretch and you do not take the time to do this, then you won't be able to work out because you'll probably end up not feeling too good. So this is super important, you guys. Let's go ahead and take those legs out nice and wide. You're gonna sit the hips back as much as possible. So I just did that, I kind of lift my butt up a little bit and then hinge forward here. Maybe dropping the forearms down if you're up really nice and high, or even if you have a ball, you can place it in front of you. And then just roll it forward. And now your endorphins are going to really kick in. Go ahead and lift arm up and over, stretching out through our side body, meaning you're gonna end up with more energy than what you would have if you didn't work out. So feel proud of yourself for that one too. Go ahead and switch it over, opposite side, lifting up and over. That's what's so nice. A lot of times you don't have the energy to work out, but you finally get yourself to do it, and then you feel so much better after. Even if that hasn't kicked in just yet, it will, I promise. You just gotta keep a positive mindset, and remember, this is like fuel to your body. Good, go ahead and bring it up. Let's go into a little spinal twist here, taking one leg up and over, hook the elbow on top, and then just rotate. Trying to take some deep breaths here. I know it's sometimes hard in that twist. Go ahead and switch other side. Deep breath, twist across. And if you feel like you need a little bit more, go hit up one of my cardio workouts. We're gonna finish standing, so roll it on up to the top. 2 inhales to finish off class today. Inhale, lift. Exhale out. If you need to stretch more, go ahead and do so. One more inhale and exhale out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know that you finished this workout so that I know you are watching here. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.